All right. Hello. Back to finish up that session I cut off yesterday. I was a bit disappointed. We got through most of Anomaly level 9, as you saw, and then we got bricked by the final boss. Excuse me. So that was a bit disappointing. But we're going to go back. I don't want to necessarily go achievement hunting today. I think it'd be best if we just continue an anomaly run, or maybe go for uh, some quick Astrea runs with these characters. I'm thinking there could be a chance that we may be missing a couple items because we haven't beaten the Astrea or Astrea's heart with Solarius yet. Not that it's like like probably not all that game changing to get that last item, but having one extra item, couldn't hurt. So I'm thinking maybe let's just keep this a little light today. Let's just run through this real quick and then go back and do either anomaly level or perhaps go achievement hunting, something like that. I'm just deciding whether or not I want to crank up the difficulty or not. So let's see. If this is on level 3, increases non-bosses corruption, increases bosses corruption, and enemies' abilities are harder. Let's keep it on 4. No particular reason, I don't know, I just kind of want to crank up the difficulty a little bit so we don't just run through it in like 10 minutes. But we should be able to get through the entire game fairly easily. At least I hope so. About to learn a harsh lesson if I can't. Alright, so what do we have to start out with? Increased purification dealt by safe die and starter dice. Not a bad starting blessing. I've enjoyed that one in the past. At the end of draw phase, you can reroll all dice. That's also great. And then this possessed toy, which we did have last time. Let me go for the rerolls. I feel like there could be a lot of fun to be had with that. And maybe we can set up another one of those runs where it's not necessarily hinging on one of these core dice. By core dice, I mean like Apex Instinct, Surf, or Wave. Not Surf, that's Pokemon. Wave. What's another one? Like Empower, Reef Song, stuff like that. So maybe we can set up some kind of Rolling Stars run or a discard run. That could be fun. Deal 53 and lose a heart. Apply Wave and discard. And Apex Instinct. Yeah, let's go for discards then, because we have it right there. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. We'll have a bunch of rerolls available. We'll try to go for some discards. See if we can get something going with that. So this is going to be kind of a cakewalk for the most part. Kind of a throwback to the beginning of the series, really. It's going to be a nice break to not have to work out my brain so hard. I like to think myself a smart guy, but when it comes to higher level critical thinking and like problem solving, at a certain point I just fall off, like I just can't hang. So this will be nice. I'm liking what I see here in my hand, so I'm just going to keep that. Niggle Soul's going to help me out here. Oh yeah, we don't have Death Bomb. Easy work. Easy work, easy work. See, this is what I thought the game was going to be like for most of the time when I started it. I was like, oh, this is going to be a nice casual deck builder. Don't have to worry about punishingly hard difficulties or anything like that. I was sorely mistaken. Sorely, sorely mistaken. Had I known about the difficulty, I would have either just said no and chosen a different game, or done, you know, the proper preparations in the early game so we can, you know, build up that experience and that skill to really turn it up during the late game, you know? Yeah, man, I don't know. Not really a lot to be said about the game today, probably. Trying to think what's been going on with me. Kind of a weird thing to think about what's going on in my own life, but as per usual, I really have just been grinding out some work on different things that will service the channel and hopefully will let me grow. Not too sure quite yet, but I'm just hoping that like, I'm gonna get some emotes. I'm gonna try to write out some video projects, so on and so forth. This was pretty good. I would re-roll this right here, but we do have this virtue, so that's alright. Oh! Oh my goodness. Maybe I'm coming down with a cold. I realize my sinuses were going to act up the moment I turn on my recording. This almost feels like I'm cheating, if I'm honest with you. I feel like I got used to the difficulty. Not even just with this game, but with like Silk Song. And we're starting to get up there with Borderlands. It's not quite that hard. And I am more familiar with Borderlands, but starting to get to there, you know? So what do we have? Invoke, Light Shield, and Shark Flux. Okay. If we're going for discards, we probably also want to go for Astral Calling and Invoke type of dice, like drawing and creating new dice. Let's go for Invoke. And we can pick up an Astral Calling later once we have some more dice. Alright, what are we dealing with here? Seems like a typical ambush. I really don't know if we're going to be threatened by much in this game, now that I'm kind of in the middle of it. There's not a lot that I think can really hurt me that badly. I guess to be fair, I could just die right now. I don't know if I can get out of here alive, but generally I don't think we're going to be threatened to lose the run until maybe Astrea's heart. Especially if we do keep being careless, like I kind of just ignored what my health was there, which is a bit of a mistake, but I feel like that won't really be an issue until the last few fights. Apply 1 Vendetta whenever this creature receives corruption. Apply Empower to it. Yeah, sure. Oh, increases corruption received. Oh. Maybe not then. Yeah, we'll just skip that for now. These guys, I think, could kill me if I have, like, Doom or some other kind of modifier to the corruption. I'll just leave that alone. Great. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to start working on some stuff. I've been talking about making emotes for the past couple days. I haven't gotten around to it. I think I have some time today and over the weekend unless something comes up. I don't quite have crystallized my ideas, but I'm thinking about 5 still images that I can make, and I'm thinking one of them can just be like a heart, like a welcome emote, like welcome into the chat, or if there's like an event going on, people can spam the hearts, and it'll look like there's like a swarm of like hearts going up on the chat if there's a lot of people. I'm thinking about like some kind of thing when I go nerdy and I start explaining everything in detail. So like some kind of actually, or like a nerdy emote or something like that, and then a couple others here and there. Those 2 are the best ones that I have so far, I think, but maybe like a Dark Souls type you died emote, like you threw, you know, like if I'm repeatedly failing boss attempts or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a minute before those are truly done, but gotta start working on those ASAP. I think this might be the same exact hand. Or at least very, very similar. Okay. You can discard the Hex die. Yeah, let's spam some virtues real quick, maybe. Four damage? That's gonna kill me. Actually, yeah, that would kill me. We don't have a sharpened fin, do we? I thought we might have already used one of these. I guess not. It's a little odd that the enemies still do have these increased health bars, because I'm pretty sure that's just how it is during like the first anomaly level. And then they just get stronger and stronger. I feel like the health bar, I don't know, to me is like one of the most threatening things in the anomaly level, to be honest with you. there's been plenty of times where we fight lower health enemies, and even though their abilities are stronger, we kind of just walk over them anyways. Whereas here, it's like, I mean, we're still kind of rolling through them real easy because we don't have to worry about like a death bomb or a what's the other one that we had, like the anomaly level that damages us and stuff like that, and the shadow mantle, of course. But still feels weird to be playing basically on easy mode, but everything has more health. I don't know. It's a weird one, I think. Is this another life loss? Possibly. Yeah, that's another life loss. That one, I think, was just kind of bad luck. Maybe a little health management could have been had there, but... Oh, wow, excuse me, I don't know why. All of a sudden, the moment I turn on my camera, I start coughing and my sinuses start getting blocked up out of nowhere. I was not like this even a couple hours ago, let alone yesterday. Shark Strike, Wave, and Purify. I think we're starting to feel maybe a little weak. At least against those enemies with the higher health bars. Because kind of forgot Solarius has a lot of self-harm just to start out with. We usually get to leverage that pretty quickly because, I mean, there's not much we can do at the beginning of the game if we don't leverage that, you know? But kind of skipped over that. Every 8 times you deal Purification, gain a boost. If you have 25 dice in your pool, receive more Purification. Gain 1 Soothe Mind in leftmost empty slot of Corruption meter. Is that it? You don't have to sacrifice anything for that? That sounds awesome. Yeah, I guess that would be right here. Yeah, that sounds great. Pick that up. Oh, I wonder if maybe if you turn up the anomaly levels, I wonder if there's like a chance that the more beneficial star blessings like that, where it's just a straight up buff and you don't have to like sacrifice anything, and it's not like Bottled Aurora where it's more like an action. This is just a straight up buff to us. I wonder if those have less of a chance to show up in higher anomaly levels. I feel like that could be something like one of those hidden mechanics that just kind of, you know, helps to beat you into the ground. But I feel like we haven't seen this virtue in a long, long time. Or the star blessing, not the virtue. Alright, I think we can pick up the solar plexus. I don't know about the protostar, because this thing always... I don't know, I always feel weird about it. Because when I feel like whenever this thing takes damage, it just kind of breaks. it either breaks or we have to sacrifice a lot of purify actions just to heal it. And it's like, well, I want the damage from this, but, you know, if we can't save purify actions, then what are we going to do with it? Ah, perfect, the Astrea Lave. Fitting right into my build. Alright, we haven't fought this guy in a while either. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I don't know, maybe there's some kind of hidden mechanic that the devs said, oh, we deem these star blessings to be maybe stronger than other ones, so we're going to make them less common. And like this guy, I feel like we fought the last 5 games and we haven't seen him. Maybe even more than that. So it could be like another, oh, we deem this boss to be easier generally, so we're going to make him rarer in higher difficulties. Which is not entirely obvious. They never say anything like that, ever, in the game. And I mean, I'm not one to notice that on first pass going through the game. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to take note of that and see if that rings true in higher difficulties. So you're gonna hit me for 5 damage. Not horrible. Just can't use this. Oh, yeah, I can actually, if I use this. Ooh, cool, cool, cool. I'm still kind of curious how Solarius works for these achievements, because he has those like deal infinity purification, and then I think we did get one of them. It was like save a life using wave, and we've done that. But dealing infinity purification, I have no idea how that could be done. I still think my best guess would be something with wave and like modifying it. I think I've said that in the past, but we've never gotten around to being able to do that. And I just don't know how we would do that, really. You gonna kill me right now? Yeah, I think you are. Maybe let's re-roll some stuff here. Oh, that's still gonna kill me. Unfortunate. Still got another life, though. Alright, so I guess we can't just, you know, walk through the game without thinking. We still gotta think a little bit. Definitely not nearly as much as usual, though, so I don't really mind too much. I'm about to end the fight. I'm just kind of using up all my dice just because. Why not, you know? Sometimes in a game it's just kind of fun to use stuff. For no reason, it's just, you know. Log into the game, you got all these items to open, you got boxes to open. You're not even really going to queue into a match or load into the game itself. You're just going to open up the chests, really. At least I do sometimes. Our military sphere seems great. I don't have a rolling stars right now, so we can't really use it to its best potential, but You know what? Let's keep the solar plexus. That's good healing. Good practice to keep that. I tied. If an enemy has no wave... Oh, no, sorry. Double wave on an enemy. If it has no wave, apply 6 wave to it. Okay, we don't have much wave. I guess maybe one of these could be nice in case we do have some wave. But we do have a Purging Anchor already. I think this could be nice. We could use this and start building up strength on that thing. Whew. Draw 1 additional die per turn. At the start of each battle, gain 3 stunned. Not horrible, considering we have discards. I was going to say rerolls, but we have discards. Draw 1 additional die per turn. At the start of battle, gain silenced. Also not horrible. Or add 3 wound hex die. I'll take the hex die, because these are all just draw 1 extra die. So I'll take the hex die. Go for another event. Thankfully didn't get ambushed this time. I feel like we get ambushed quite often whenever we go to these events now. Maybe that's another thing. All these events that like could go wrong, maybe they just have a higher chance of going wrong. I'm gonna sit on that. I wonder if I just stumbled across something, you know? I gotta think about that some more. Alright, here we go. First fight of the second area. Let's be a bit more careful. You realize we can still lose pretty easily. I guess because the fights do go on for quite some time. We don't have that much damage to deal at once, really. Just be a bit more wary about what's going on. I was thinking I might want to take out this guy first, because this guy has Outbreak. Right? Is that what that is? Yeah. So he's going to be a bit stronger, and of course, you know, like usual, we don't want to have 2 enemies and one of them is buffed. I'd rather just have 1 enemy. But all that wave, I think, automatically got applied to there, which is a bit unfortunate. We can still salvage this, though. It's not like we just lost, you know. I say salvage like we just lost the game, but no. It's gotta be a bit more efficient. This should take you out, and then we'll get a heal, and then a lot of damage on you, I think. Yeah, okay, great.